Good evening and hello, the internet. We're back. We're here. Hello, my name is Merrick Moyer. My pronouns are he, him. We are Skyhammer Press, and we're here to play Supernatural.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Alive.
Excellent, excellent, good. We're gonna do a little bit of news. I'm gonna show off my mug first. This lovely, beautiful Edge Dancer mug was handmade by Lila Fujiwara, who is the project lead of the Cosmere RPG, and she made this for me. Thank you, Lila.
This guy here.
Okay, some things. Our news are very similar to the last time we played Supernatural, but let's go on through it. Dragonsteel Nexus was last week. So if you take a look at the Brotherwise Instagram and social accounts, you might see a couple of posts and pictures and videos of stuff that was going on, but some really cool things that we did. If you're interested in the Cosmere RPG, we did a State of the Cosmere panel on Friday night. We were running demos all weekend, and yeah, it was very, very exciting. Actually, super cool for Brotherwise fans. We had the Mistborn deck building game there, and they completely sold out. They sold 1,000 copies. So that was pretty cool. It was a big seller. Yeah, and it was a great time. It was a good time. And the Stormlight handbook is off to the printers, officially. Which is amazing. Next up, Techno Fantasy. So 2 weeks ago when we were streaming, it had been released. And that's really exciting. We had an early text version of it that we were using to develop our next campaign, and now we also have it in our hands, and it's very exciting. And if you want to add a little bit of techno fantasy into your Fantasy Age 2nd Edition, you can go to Green Ronin Publishing and pick that up and use our code Hellbreakers and get a discount, which is pretty cool as well. And talking about our wonderful friends at Green Ronin, this Thursday, that is December 12th, at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, we'll be on a special late edition of Thursday. So they normally air at 3 p.m. Mountain, but Troy's been really cool, and he's gonna move the time back so that we can be on it. So Jen, Catie, Tyler, and I are going to be on there. Patrick will not be joining us. He's got better things to do, apparently.
No, Patrick's allowed.
It's mainly spite.
Mm-hmm. But if you
What is that? Is that next week?
That's this week. That's this Thursday.
That's this week.
Yeah. So if you want to hear stuff about our next campaign, which is called the Starfall Detective Agency, you can tune into that and see us. We'll talk about the setting, we'll talk about what we like about Fantasy Age 2nd Edition, most likely, and we'll also show off the really cool character art. Yeah. So, thank you, Troy. We're super looking forward to that. Talking about Starfall Detective Agency, we are right now on track to have our first episode on Monday, January 6th. So, keep an eye on that. And we're going to give it a go, because this Saturday, the Moonbeam Alpha opened up. So I have been fiddling with it. I've got my profile made. I've got our realm made. Although you can't actually change the names of the realms yet. That seems to be something that's just kind of not available in the alpha quite immediately. But I'm playing around with it. And I will most likely try and get just a casual stream between now and then, where I'm just going live and talking about stuff on Moonbeam to kind of test the technology out and see how it goes. And if it all goes well, Starfall Detective Agency will be streaming on Moonbeam, not on Twitch.
Our stream immediately stops on Twitch. Just shuts down right now.
Yeah, Twitch is just like, how dare you?
We've heard that. Destroyed.
And
Probably got an AI.
it's yeah. You mentioned another streaming service, and you've lost your streaming privileges.
That's not at all true. A lot of people multi-stream. It's a real big thing now.
Oh yeah. Twitch has like rules that you're not supposed to, but like,
They just recently changed them.
oh, did they? I didn't realize that
Yeah.
they changed them. That's good, because I know that Troy multi-streams to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube while he's doing Thursday.
Multi
follow a lot of streamers. So.
Excellent. Cool. That is all I have for news. So it's over to you, Catie.
Woohoo! Are we ready?
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna carry on.
Actually, no.
No.
Hold on. It's completely unrelated, but I gotta get graham crackers.
Okay.
You say words, I can hear you.
All right. Look at your graham
Why?
crackers, hubby.
Specifically graham crackers.
I don't know.
You're talking
The
about
worst of
marshmallows.
the crackers.
Has something to do with
Whoa.
the gingerbread houses, maybe?
Graham crackers are incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
I want to be clear that it's entirely unrelated to anything. I just have graham crackers and love them.
They're good with butter on them.
They're good with nothing on them. You just eat them dry. It's
Hey, Grandpa.
great.
I'm with Patrick.
What? Teddy Grahams is this?
There. Yep.
Nobody likes
Teddy Grahams are
Graham.
delicious.
Merrick,
Yeah,
would you
It's
love
okay.
another spouse?
Yeah, I guess that's we're
Get
gonna
it
have to
out.
we're gonna have to fill our cups.
All right. Welcome to our live divorce. Or
And a
supernatural.
live marriage.
We're gonna buy a whole bunch of. I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of Teddy Grahams, and I'm gonna see which kids like them too.
Yeah, anyone
Fun.
who eats them because they're delicious.
Sorry,
Katie,
Katie.
tell us
That's where
more.
I'm rocked.
That's okay. I'm just wondering, like, if none of the kids like them.
I guess they
What
all
does that
go
mean?
with
I
Jen.
They have to leave too, yeah. And Merrick and I will live together.
Kind of thought you already lived there, Patrick. That's fine.
Yeah, that backdrop can't fool us.
You and Jen have the same colored lighting. We know you're in the same room.
How much would you freak if my hand popped out?
That'd be so funny.
I would freak a lot.
Okay. Supernatural. You guys did like so many of the things I thought you were gonna do last time, and you got so much of the information, and it was really productive, and you're just like going along.
Okay, first of all, we prefaced by saying we weren't going to do that, and you knew it.
Okay. So. Oh, do you have a fancy recap, Katie? You probably do.
It ain't fancy, but I have a recap. Unless somebody else would rather do it, that's fine.
I can recap. It's just not going to be good. So we drove to. We got a call from our old mentor, Shanalala, and she
Myrna
said,
Webb.
I actually did take notes. Okay.
When you said it wasn't going to be good, I wasn't prepared for this level.
All right. Good face.
Also, to be clear, I would not have been able to provide that name either, and this recap would have been much worse.
So yes, we got a call from Myrna, and she said, "Hey, I have a job for you in Renville." Look at that. My papa used to do a case there back in 1979 where 3 kids went missing, all from the same football team. But after the 3 disappeared, there were no more disappearances, so papa had nothing else to go off of, and the case was cold. But now there is a new kid missing. One Derek Fulltrack. That's what I wrote.
Fallcrest. Close enough.
Fallcrest. Fallcrest. So close. Can you guys go check it out? We're like, heck yeah, girl. So we drove to town. There's only one motel. It's awful. It is definitely a sex motel. They sell by the hour, and we're very confused when we wanted days. There is only one form of entertainment in town. It is the Horn Video Store that sells VHSs. That's it. And a restaurant. And there's something other. There was something other than the restaurant too, right?
It's just a diner.
The diner. I'm sorry.
It was
It's
also
not
that
like-
we needed to go to the bleachers.
Oh yeah, people make out at the bleachers. And Scott Berger was the motel guy, and he's creepy and gross. And then we thought, okay, well, let's go check out the school first, where this kid's a student. He's on the football team. Was he the quarterback, or is he just on the football team? I think he's just on the football. Katie's neither
I
confirming
think
or
the
denying.
quarterback was the kid that was a dick.
Okay.
No, I think he was. I don't think he was the quarterback. I think that the guy who's missing is the quarterback.
Yeah, the missing guy is the quarterback. Xander is the captain,
Okay.
but he's not QB, but he is captain.
So Vintern could be the new quarterback.
No.
Ooh.
No.
So we thought, okay, let's go undercover at the school. So we hacked and made wow, reading red in red light is so hard. We made Lucas a teacher there. Didn't know what he was going to teach. And then we made Alan our son. And by our son, I mean Bert and Laney's. And we named our son Vintern. And then we went to school and we met. I don't know when we met Miss Reiger, but she's the lunch lady.
We didn't meet her.
You
No,
didn't
we
hear.
heard about her.
I wrote her name down.
Yeah.
We heard about her.
We met Mrs. Sprink, the admin, with the nice nails. She's got some avatar nails and was reading smut at her desk. We met Harry Reinfield, the principal, who used to be on the football team back in 1979. He is a weird vibe, but Bert got along with him okay. But acting-wise, Bert hates him in real life.
Oh, I can't wait to kill that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Vintern went to what was your teacher name?
Bueller.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes, that
Bueller's
was Mr.
class on
Bueller.
sex education in the gym, which was very well done and very off the book, and definitely threw around condoms. Where we
Definitely
also
did
met
that.
Xander, the douche jock, Naomi, the AC/DC kid who
Mhm.
plays D&D on Thursdays.
But she's trying to get her friends
We-
into fantasy age.
She turned her friends into fantasy age. She told us about, or she told Vintern when he chased after her like a creeper adult.
No, the teacher told me to.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you're being good. You're good undercover. That Max is the DM and he's a doofus. We also learned that the sheriff is looking into disappearance. That's Durnspell. And Riley does the school newspaper. And she had a thing for Derek, and so she's like looking into him really hard.
Yeah.
And then Tori is the other football guy, Derek's best friend. And that, I think he was the last person to see Derek. I don't know. He exists too.
Yeah.
And then Vintern followed Xander to watch him make out with a student. And
But it was not
Bird
weird
and I-
at all.
Bert and I left the school to go talk to the sheriff.
And you
Recap.
forgot that Vintern took a picture.
Oh yeah, you sure
I
did.
sent it to our group chat, but I can't because my plan's not paid for in the last like 6 months.
And I don't have a phone. And
Lucas does
Very-
not phone.
Phones are not
Is it
just
reliable.
that you
Wi
phone?
Fi?
yeah.
It's got to be school Wi-Fi.
So you're
So-
going to talk to the sheriff. Did you tell the other two you were going to talk to the sheriff? Or
No.
you-
How?
There's no world in which we did that.
Pass notes at school.
Hey, son, just to let you know randomly, and could you also get your teacher who's temping today to sit in on this conversation? We're going to go talk to the sheriff.
We didn't even come up with like an emergency signal.
We came up with
Nope.
nothing.
Funky Town.
Well,
What happens?
It's
Do
too
we
late.
shout it? Do we?
Yep.
Is there like a skywriting message we hire? How do we get Funky Town to people?
I'll play it
I mean-
over the school PA.
So you and Vintern can figure it out, and then the two of us have no idea.
so I think Lainey's got her own group chat. Nobody responds.
Just me.
If you wanted to spend some plot points to say that you set something up, or that you set up like a meetup time, place, location, you could do that.
Well,
What do you think?
what time of day is it after we do all of our shenanigans? That could be at like lunchtime, or we gotta like end of school day. Probably
lunch
not
we can
end
eat.
of school.
It's probably like lunchtime ish, heading into the afternoon. It's early day though, I've decided.
Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to like volunteer for, lunch hallway duty, just like being the teacher walking around, and I am going to try and mentally note where each of the football players' lockers are, as I plan to break into them later.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for shady stuff. If they're sacrificing
Okay.
people to make their football team better, which seems weird. Why would you sacrifice your quarterback?
But they weren't doing good. Classic tribal chieftain.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't acquiesce.
But I'm gonna investigate that. That's my plan later.
Okay. So, sheriff's, the police station. See the sheriff. Hall monitor. What's Vintern doing?
So there's Riley who runs the school newspaper. Is there like a school newspaper like hangout room or club room?
There's a school newspaper office.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna volunteer.
Hi, it's my first day, and I'd like to volunteer at the newspaper, like you fellow youths.
I'd be a great intern. Come on.
I love the amount of like volunteer work that these two people who have just started today, like hours ago, have jumped into, which no person does ever.
We are model citizens. We are followers. What were the banners again?
That's right. It was
yeah.
really
Be a
about
good citizen.
following and staying in line and doing your duty.
Sure was.
If I see Mr. Bueller in the hallway, I'll say, "Good day, citizen." Very.
You salute him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the police station.
This
Get out
will
of
go
this
well.
high school.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
The police station,
Ooh.
which they call the Eagle's Nest.
Are we gonna be FBI agents?
That seems wise.
Bert, is that what we're doing?
Here.
All right.
My parents are FBI agents.
Crazy that you didn't know that.
We're such good FBI agents who don't go in disguise.
Why do you think we
It's-
move around so much, Vintern?
Not a part of the FBI.
Okay. The Herondale Police Department is located in what appears to be an old log cabin. It is. This town just keeps getting weirder.
What is this town? Let's
Yeah.
wipe it off the map.
It's just off Main Street, about a 15-minute walk from the high school. Sheriff Eric Durnspell is an older man in his late 60s with long salt and pepper hair and a long braided beard. If he appeared in an Amon Amarth music video, he wouldn't stick out. He is currently sitting at his desk with his feet up, eating a sandwich he bought for lunch. It's ham and cheese, if you're curious.
Eating a sandwich.
Yeah,
I
he's
heard
eating a sandwich.
his feet up heating a sandwich. I'm like, on what? Like an open fire?
Between his feet. He's really into free heat.
Are you
shouldn't
guys?
You shouldn't have mentioned him on Amarth, Katie.
I did it for you, Patrick.
I'm all sorts of distracted now.
A little hot and bothered.
I
Are
just
you
can't
guys
stop thinking
gonna-
about songs.
Are you gonna change, or are you like gonna
Wait.
be in your straight clothes?
Like, I don't have specifically a disguise.
Is that a thing we could plot point for?
You just have like jackets and hats, right?
Oh,
You could plot point for it's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Do we refresh any plot points? Probably not, but I
don't think you
think
spent.
I definitely spent some. I'm just not
I
sure
spent some too.
if I have 4 because I put the owl there, if I have 2 because I circled it. I just don't remember.
I know I gave you one last time too.
Okay.
At one.
I'd go with the owl.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I have
yeah.
4.
And like
Yeah,
if we had
only one.
if we had written down how many plot points we had, that number would be.
We'd start with
If you hadn't spent
Start
any,
with 6.
you'd have 6.
And I don't believe I did.
I spent so many. Patrick, if Patrick spends one, can we both benefit from the trunk?
Like,
it's tiered for it's in the trunk, so like getting like a an outfit, I think, might be considered more. It's in the trunk. One thing you can always count on in a supernatural adventure. It's not about finding a magical widget to solve the mystery as much as it's about figuring out what the mystery is and having the tools on hand to do it. One more. There's a ritual for that. One more bullet in the chamber.
Do that.
Excuse me. I found it. So, cost for plot points, 1 to 2 is inconsequential, 3 to 4 is minor. Actually, there's probably a spare bag of rock salt in there. 5 to 6 is moderate, rock salt, and a shotgun I borrowed from Uncle Jed. 7 to 8 is an amulet. 9 to 10 is Uncle Jed's pulling up in front of us, good timing. And 11 plus is Uncle Jed brought his hunter buddies and the Lesser Key of Solomon too. What are the odds?
I mean, I feel like just outfits is inconsequential.
That's up to Catie.
I mean, I'll take 1 from each of you.
Nope, no dice. You can go ahead, Patrick.
I will spend 2.
I only have 1. I don't want to lose it.
How do you only have 1?
She was
So
blowing
I
like
hacked.
crazy last time.
That's how I hacked.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Patrick.
I'll be right back.
After these messages.
Don't forget to mute.
I mean, I feel like Lainey's attire is probably not like super casual. Your regular attire. I realized you tried to dress up to be somebody's mom.
I mean-
Vintern's mom has got it going on.
I'm picturing, like, I have disguise. Like, I'm good at disguise. So I'm picturing, like, those people who go, like, night to day on TikTok. Where it's like... I, like, pull the tube... I pull, like, the tube dress down to be a long skirt. And then I have just, like, a blouse I button up, and I'm good to go.
Whereas Bert's wearing flannel, so.
Yeah, Bert's harder.
Yeah.
Okay, you're all dressed up?
I just also have like a bunch of complications that make it super not great for me to talk to humans, so you really need to super take the lead on that.
Oh, I've got a plan.
Yeah. I'm
Anybody else
goon
have-
hired goon.
So, let's walk in.
All right, you enter the building, and Sheriff Durnspell quickly stands up and tosses a sandwich back into the container because he sees that you look professional. And normally, nobody ever walks into this building.
He's like, I don't have to ever do anything. This is a great job.
Sheriff
He
Durnspell.
said, "Yes, ma'am."
Nice to meet you. I am Agent Cat. This is Agent Dog. I know it's weird. I'm the FBI.
You flash your badge.
Just really wish you'd consulted me before we picked names. Because we could have done musician names.
Like you're
And you-
supposed to.
And you chose cat and dog. And I really feel like it was a lackluster effort on picking cool covert names.
We got Vintern, cat, dog, and
Bueller.
Bueller.
Sorry. I'm Agent Cat. This is...
Asian dog.
It's
It's spelled different.
Cat Stevens and Snoop Dogg.
The D-A-double-G? D-O-double-G?
T-O-double-G.
Oh, Mac, you're muted because I muted you.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh.
Now
I
you're
said
unmuted.
Double cheese. Snoop
I said
Dogg.
it's Cat Stevens and Snoop Dogg.
I do
Anyways.
love the Chronic.
We've been called in to investigate a missing student, and we've heard that you've taken lead on the case.
Of course. Welcome, agents. Do you mind if I check your credentials? Maybe like call your supervisor? You're never gonna believe this, but a buddy of mine a few townships over said that people are going around impersonating FBI agents.
Actually, sir, we do hear that all the time. Absolutely. And we'll give them our mentor's number.
Myrna, you better hope she's not too busy on her honeymoon.
I mean, it's better than Vintern, and Lucas's phone may or may not work, so...
Can you imagine giving the Vintern's number and he's like, "Oh, hello."
Well, he doesn't have any minutes, so it would just literally...
I know you. This number has been disconnected.
I'm sorry, the FBI office has been disconnected?
Must have been an attack.
It's a tough time in America.
So, do we need to do anything to make that work?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to roll for it. So probably like willpower influence, maybe, or something along that line. You're
Spend some
convincing him.
plot points to come up with another person.
Persuasion?
Keep it down, Tyler.
No, it's still Myrna. Like, Myrna is our...
Myrna can be your contact. That's
Yeah.
fine. But like,
Yeah, she's our Bobby.
We already have a Bobby.
She's
I'd
got
like to roll
several phones. It's
strength
the FBI
act.
phone. So would persuasion work or just influence?
persuasion works. Sure.
Sweet. Way to go to my strongest skill. Now I'm being cocky and I'll roll awful. 15?
That does it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes
Thanks, Myrna.
off to the side and he calls
Does he?
Myrna.
Can he see us?
I feel like he can see you, but he's kind of gone back around a corner, so there's like a partial wall partition. in
Can I
between you and him.
shift to block more of Lacey from view?
Yes, you can do that.
I'll
With
give
my-
you a look,
Bulky form.
and then I'm going to enact my plan.
Kill
I'm
this
gonna-
cop.
I'm going to touch his sandwich.
Why?
What? I
She
have a
mentioned the sandwich so many times. It's clearly like human meat. It's not
what?
ham.
That's the logic.
It's
And I-
regular lunch meat, and
have
now you have like weird amount of mustard on your fingers.
But I have premonition, so I'm hoping if I like touch his sandwich, if he's up to something shady, that like my ESPN will kick in, and it'll go and it'll tell me something.
It's raining.
You
Just
know?
a sandwich.
Okay.
So he comes back around.
Just 1 second. There's a moment where Lacey gives Bert the look of it's time for some shady stuff, and he goes, okay, so she's gonna rifle through his drawers, try and find some documents, something helpful. And then he's blocking, and he just kind of like casts a glance over it, and she's just touching a sandwich and like looking far off in the middle distance, and he's like, I don't understand what we do. I don't understand hunting clearly. But he's here. If this guy tries to get in the way, he'll fight him.
Would have been
So what
it.
happens when he comes back from and his sandwich is all fingerprinted?
I was
So the sheriff comes back, and he's got a file folder. It's really thin, and it's got Derek Fallcrest's name on the side. So he's gonna hand it over to you, and then he points. There's a desk kind of over in the corner. He is the only one here. He's one of two employees. of
Oh,
this
rough.
police department. Yeah.
Does this look
Him
like
and
like
his-
an old sheriff's, like with like the bars at the back,
Oh, there's a jail cell. Yeah.
like a
You can see it.
western kind of scenario?
It's pretty original. There's even you can see beside the jail cell, there's actually like an iron key
Wow,
hanging from a hook.
Ooh.
way too close to the jail cell to be proper.
And a dog.
Yeah,
He might have a dog. I feel like he's a dog person.
big basset hound.
All right, so he hands you the file and he points to an empty desk and he says, "Can I get you anything else? Coffee?"
We haven't had lunch.
It's like shit. I only planned on coffee. We'll just
He's-
take coffee. Just coffee.
He's gonna say, "Well, the coffee's hot and Joe's Diner's down the street." And then he's gonna go back to his desk. He's gonna look at his sandwich, and he kind of cocks his head. But then he just picks it up and starts eating it.
Who
There's
would
no
think FBI agents
touch-
would come touch your sandwich?
Because the
What kind of
huge
weirdo would do that?
fingerprint in the middle of the bread.
All right, Burt's Bees.
I've asked you many times to not call me that.
Let's. Can you take a look through with your super hunter knowledge from all those years of experience and see if you see anything that's fishy in this investigation?
I can do that, I suppose. I do have
I'll get you coffee.
investigation.
Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, coffee would be great.
I'll get you coffee.
So you
Just
open
black,
up
no
the
sugar.
you open up the file and it's one page and there's a photo in it.
Bert's sitting
This is-
down to like prep himself and like
Yeah.
takes his
This
coat
is your
off and hangs it.
Grenville.
Yeah, correct.
It says Derek Falcrest, age 17, date of disappearance October 17th, 2024. It is currently October 19th for your records. Last seen leaving football practice around 7:30 p.m. No witnesses to disappearance. No evidence of foul play. Car left in the school parking lot.
What day did he disappear on again?
October 17th.
So it's been
17.
2 days.
Okay.
And did you say the school parking lot or the pool parking lot?
School parking lot.
Okay, perfect.
This isn't that episode of Buffy.
I mean, it's shaping up to be that.
It
episode
really
of Buffy.
feels like, yeah, it super does. Is there any evidence of where his car might have been taken to?
It's in the school parking lot.
Still?
It's still there.
That's
They
why I
haven't
Didn't
said
move it?
car
moved it or
left.
anything?
Well, they were gonna, but Remy, the tow truck guy, is he's on vacation, but he's actually at rehab.
Whoa. Cool.
Oh, poor Remy. You can do it this time, bud.
Let's
So
not.
it's like still at his
This
parking
town
lot.
is dark. We don't need to pile more on top of it. Everyone here has the saddest story.
That's why we got to volunteer.
It's like small town America, but instead of that like nostalgic homey vibe, it's what if I was all the worst parts of the small town America in one place.
So it's a CW show?
No, because they're all hot.
Like Supernatural?
I mean, I didn't say that the football players weren't good looking.
Well, all football players are. That's not true.
It's because of the epic highs and lows of college foot or of high school football.
There you go. So we know that in previous years there were more disappearances, correct?
You do know this.
I'm gonna ask the sheriff if he has folders on those disappearances as well.
You're so smart. I literally
Almost
did
like
not
I
think of
was-
that.
Hoping you would do that while you were here.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that'd be a smart thing to do.
yeah. I've hunted once or twice.
Taking notes.
Oh shit! Ask about stuff. Ask the cops in huge letters.
So the sheriff goes in the back room where the file cabinet is. Probably takes him like 15 minutes to find what you're looking for. Give or take, everything is paper. Nothing's digital.
Oh, thank God.
Not around here. And he says, here are the files on the 3 disappearances from 1979. You'll want to have a closer look at Paul Wayne's file. Maybe your contacts down at the Bureau can fill in the gaps on that one.
Thank you, Sheriff.
So these files are probably about as thin as Derek Falcrest, except for Paul Wayne's file. It's a little thicker.
It's 46 pages. I read Paul Wayne's file.
Okay. So Paul Wayne, there's a picture of Paul. Good looking guy. Letterman jacket, looks like his high school photo probably from that year. Says age 17, date of disappearance October 27th, 1979. Last seen leaving football practice at around 8 p.m. No witnesses to his disappearance. No evidence of foul play. His car was found in the school parking lot. You keep flipping through the file. There's a document, several pages long, tucked in behind the missing persons report. Most of the information has been redacted in black, except for the date, October 17th, 1978. And the start of a word or a name. All you can see is it says THOM. The T is capitalized. You can tell by the format that it's a report of some kind, and it has Herondale Police Department, or not Herondale, sorry, Renville.
Herondale High
Whatever,
School.
where are we?
Yeah,
We know where
Yeah,
we are.
whatever. Where are we?
it was a Herondale High School.
Letterhead at the top of each of the pages. On the bottom right corner of the last page, you see the words filed October 20th, 1978. There's a large black stamp on the very back of the document that says redacted October 23rd, 1978.
This was before he went missing.
No, it's a year later.
No,
This is a year
79.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And 78 is prior to 79.
No, it's not.
So the form is hold on. The form has the date October 17th on it, but the form was filed October something and then redacted October 23rd.
So it sounds like the date of whatever this report is about was October 17th. The report was filed October 20th and then redacted October 23rd.
This recent guy went missing October 17th.
Sure
I
did.
know.
So maybe something was starting in 1978, but they were able to stop it?
Something interrupted it.
Yeah, something interrupted it, and then in 1979, it wasn't interrupted, and it went forward with the 3, and now it's happening again.
Is this an original document? The redacted
Yes.
one?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to attempt to use light to see the original writing?
Unlikely because it is very old.
Put it in the oven.
I use techniques. Yeah, put it in the oven. It immediately lights on fire. Oh, well, all right.
It's an original document. Jen might be able to ESPN it.
Ooh, touch it with your mind!
Do you want to
Instead
roll
of-
for that?
Instead of a
I do.
sandwich.
I want you to roll for that.
Okay, so I have ESPN of
ESPN 8? The
Yeah.
Ocho?
and then America's on page 40. And because I don't remember what other stat I used with it, probably willpower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you use willpower.
I think it's a strength roll.
Premonitions. If you have premonitions at this level, D8, you can try to pick up a reading or a flash of a future event by concentrating. So, reading past future event. Yeah. Make a hard willpower plus perception or intuition plus... Oh, I see. Make a hard willpower plus perception intuition and add your premonitions die to get a premonition about something specific. The Game Master can drop any hints or warnings into this image that they like, and it ain't set in stone. You may still have a chance to change it. Like the D4 version of this ability, you gain a bonus die to later skill roll or action equal to your trait die.
Do I get 3 dice?
Yeah. Yeah, you get your willpower, your
It's
Which I'm great at.
intuition,
Awesome at.
and your D8 from premonitions.
And you try to get a
Yes.
15. 11.
A heart is...
Hard's 11?
11.
Heart's 11.
Hard is 11.
Well, how about you take that 11 and you shove it up your nose with a rubber hose because I got another 15.
Nice!
Woohoo! That's not quite an extraordinary success, but it's a success.
Okay.
So you touch the paper and you get a flash, but it's not a 1978 flash. You get a flash and you see a girl with blonde hair and she's pointing to a board. Got like pictures and articles and like yarn strung all across it. And then it kind of like zooms out and you see on the door Herondale Herald.
It's Riley.
What was Riley's name?
Riley's name
Riley.
is Riley.
Last name.
Thanks.
I think we're looking for a Thompson.
But it's
Or
a
Tom
capital-
Maryland.
It's a capital M. That's a
We
weird...
can't
was
communicate
capital
this
T.
information.
No, it's a
Capital
capital T.
Oh, I heard THO capital M, and I was like, that's a weird thing to write.
Though merrily we do advance. Redact that. It's too egregious.
Cool. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say, this is really good. We got some stuff on this.
Cool.
Do you open the other two files?
Of course.
No.
No, who cares about that?
Yeah, we burn them.
I do want to check their dates.
So the next one you open is Roy Young, age 17, date of disappearance October 17th, 1979.
I think we got a pattern.
Yep.
Leaving football practice around 7:30 p.m. No
This
witnesses to
sucks.
disappearance.
Yeah, I'm unable to put anything together. Who could possibly know what happened?
No evidence of foul play. His gym bag was found outside the East Wing men's bathroom door.
Time to go be creepy.
Is there a pool?
Is it East Wing or West Wing?
East Wing.
Thank you. And the next one?
The next one is Caleb Netting, age 17, date of disappearance October 22nd, 1979. Last seen leaving football game around 9 p.m. No witnesses to disappearance, no evidence of foul play. Left shoe found outside the door of the East Wing ladies' bathroom.
It's the 20th today.
Yep.
It's the 19th today. The
Oh,
19th
19th.
We
today.
have 3 days.
Every 5 days. 17, 22,
Oh my-
27.
Guys, I've immediately solved the problem. It's that movie, Jeepers Creepers.
No.
I've never seen that movie.
It's The Ring, but it's on a budget. So it's not 7 days. They only have 5
You only get
days
5.
to get to you.
Maybe it's a work week.
It's a...
You know what's
Good
killing
idea.
them?
idea.
Capitalism.
Days.
The rat race. You know how Brendan Lee Mulligan takes on capitalism at every turn? Katie's decided to take up that mantle and fight capitalism in her games too.
Perfect. We're laughing. We got 3 days before somebody goes missing. We can just relax.
We'll need to check the football game schedule.
We also probably want to try and find the person who's already missing, just in case they're alive.
Nah.
Oh, they're... Nah.
We just sit in the hotel and wait.
Yeah. It's like, oh, sweet. Put our feet up for 3 days and then go to a
Yeah,
football game.
yeah. Oh, someone's already missing? Oh, shit.
But it's 8 o'clock, all of them, eh? Yeah.
No.
No, one was at 9.
7:30.
So it's
7:30
all
on
in
the...
the evening, yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the evening. It's 7:30 on the 17th. 8 p.m. on the 27th. Or, sorry. Yeah, 8 p.m. on the 27th and 9 p.m. on the 22nd. and it was 7:30 for Derek Fallcrest this year. So
But
not
it was the last
necessarily a
one.
pattern.
The 27th in 1979 was whenever the car was left at the lot. Whereas now, in current day, it's the car left in the lot on the 17th one.
Maybe the other
Yeah,
guy
but I
didn't
mean,
own
they
the
just
Yeah.
might not own cars.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You guys think it's a ghost? A lady ghost?
Always.
Pissed off at football players? Some jock spurned her?
Yeah. So
From what they did in 1978.
Ooh, there you go. There you go.
That's my theory. Pissed off lady ghost.
All right. Well, Bert, are we happy here? I'm happy.
I look at the like 4 pages and go, I think we've got everything.
And I say, I had a vision.
I
Tell
don't
you
understand.
later.
Okay, cool.
At lunch, feed me.
Okay, we can leave before you say all this stuff. You don't have to say it right now.
I think we're good.
Pack it up and hand it all back to the sheriff.
Thank him for his time and his effort.
Hey, Sheriff, real quick question. I heard about this video mart here in town. What do you think about that place?
My official opinion is we're in Renville, so other people's business, as long as it ain't hurting anybody, isn't my business.
Okay, but when you take the badge off.
I got a platinum card. So
Yeah, you do.
investors.
Yeah.
Everyone in this town,
We are not leaving this town before I hit up that store.
we can go now.
No,
Well,
we
the
were on a
kids
hunt.
Well, the kids at school.
For a second, Bert's like, what?
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I got into another personality. It's tough to switch back.
Or Vintern's gonna be sitting there at the end of the day, like on the steps.
It's raining.
Be like sad Keanu.
Oh.
All right. Detectives. Detectives? Yes.
Agents?
Cat and dog.
Agents? What are you? Cat and dog?
FBI
You
agents?
can each have a plot point. Look at
Candy
you
plot.
getting information.
We did it. We're heroes.
We did what Catie wanted. She's rewarding us with points. Yay!
This is a good way.
Positive reinforcement is better.
And we're
We'll take it.
stupid, so it works. You did good, so have yourself a little treat. Ooh,
Okay,
you like treats, better get them.
Little treat.
Are you guys going for lunch? Is that where you're going?
Yeah. I was trying to see if you could see how little pencil I'm writing with. Like it's... I need a sharpener. Yeah, y'all fancy mechanical people.
Yeah, we're in the future.
Tyler's got nothing.
Oh, I do. No.
Oh, dang it.
Oh no, I do. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do we want to do Tyler in the newspaper next, or Merrick the hall monitor next?
Tyler in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And Cat and Dog are going for lunch. Mostly to appease Lacey, because I'm sure she's hangry.
If you order a sandwich, though, you don't let her touch it.
I would never.
How am I going to eat it? Oh,
No,
sandwich.
If I order a sandwich.
If she orders a sandwich, don't let her touch it.
She'll kill you all.
Okay.
Need a minute
That's
to
me?
find my correct page.
Yeah. In the
Someone's
meantime,
photocopying.
yeah. So Vintern's gonna go with the intention of like, I was helping out with the school newspaper at my old school, so that's why I'm here like day one.
It reminds me of my old friends.
All right, I found my blurb. It's all good. We're ready. Okay, the Herondale High Herald has been in print since the school first opened in 1965. The Herald currently operates out of the old computer lab that has become a bit obsolete since the invention of Chromebooks. But as you can imagine, Principal Renfield doesn't believe in getting rid of perfectly good computers, most of which are still operating on Windows 98.
Windows
Ooh,
98
unhackable.
ruled.
The room has 6 clunky wooden desk, each topped with an old desktop computer. All of them hum, and you are pretty sure you can hear a dial-up tone. In the desk in the far corner, you see a blonde head behind a bulky computer monitor. Riley Banks is a senior at Herondale High and is the Herald Star reporter, or at least the students think she is. She is really into hard-hitting investigative journalism that the faculty doesn't properly appreciate. Apparently, exposing extramarital affairs between staff members and writing an expose on what's really in the cafeteria lunch meat doesn't sit well with the administration in this particular establishment. Behind Riley, you can see a large bulletin board full of leads and previously printed newspaper articles, all kind of tied up with yarn. Riley is a petite girl with blonde hair that is pulled back in short pigtails. She is wearing a baggy dark blue sweater and ripped jeans. She has very dangly earrings that bob up and down. While she turns her head to look up at you, upon closer inspection, you see that they are D20s.
Yeah.
She says, "Can I help you?"
So I guess Vintern's gonna just have that idea about RPGs just from seeing the Fantasy Age book and say, "Hey, are you into RPGs as well?"
Oh yeah, I play quite a bit. I'm part of the D&D club here at the school.
Oh, you know Naomi and I think she said Max was the GM.
Yeah, and Bryce is in our group too. The four of us.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm a new student, and I was in the newspaper club at my old school, so I thought I'd come check this one out.
Oh, like you want to like write for the newspaper?
Well, I just like helped out. I wasn't like the main person, but yeah, it was fun. I was kind of like I don't know, like their intern, I guess.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I'm the only one here. Usually just me. But if you want to help, like, sure.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, are those like those are old computers, eh? Those must be running, I don't know, Windows 95 or something. I love old technology.
You do? That makes one of us. These things are so slow.
Yeah. Well, do you need me to help take a look? And
I mean, you can, but to be honest, I just use like Microsoft Word and then print stuff. All my like real research I do with paper and pencil because these things crap out all the time.
well, that's fair. I was the tech guy at my old club.
You mean your old club had tech?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the city.
Why did you come here?
If you ever meet my mom and dad, you'll probably have an answer for about every question you have. And 10 more questions.
All right. Well, I'm just like working kind of on a story right now. Do you want to give it a read over?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Catie hands us
Oh.
block.
Yeah.
Here is a block of
Block.
text.
Oh, cool.
Also, I did model this
Shreds
character. This is my Chloe Sullivan tribute character, by the way.
Love it.
Is it crazy that that's exactly who I pictured?
I didn't. I pictured Veronica Mars.
I pictured Betty Cooper because I've just been thinking Riverdale all night.
Did we all picture white blonde girls?
She said
I was
she
thinking
was
Chloe
blonde.
as well, because Smallville, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
I
paper
believe
funded by a
Chloe.
billionaire?
And it's long before questionable things.
Oh, it's not questionable.
Horrific things?
Just bad things. Just crime.
So Riley's gonna say, so you've heard about the missing student, right?
Yeah, it seems to be the talk of the town. Like in my first class, people were talking about it.
That's because nothing ever happens here, except stuff did happen here, like a long while back. So
Oh, like
back
how
in
long
like
ago?
October of 1979,
Well, that's
there
like
were,
the same month.
yeah, yeah, you're a quick one. So there were like three people that disappeared, and she's got like their pictures that she's like scanned from the
It's like the
school
fish.
yearbook that she has up on the
Oh.
board. Yeah, with the dates underneath. So she said the first disappearance was on October 17th, and then they just keep going from there, like October 22nd and October 27th. And it's really weird because Derek disappeared on October 17th.
That is weird.
And all these guys were on the football team. And Derek was on the football team. So I was trying to have a conversation with my star witness, but he won't talk to me
Oh, is it
because
Xander?
why would I want to talk to Xander? No, I want to talk to Principal Renfield.
Oh,
He
that
went to
makes more
school
sense.
here in 1979 and he knew all these guys that disappeared. He was on the same football team. Look, and she has like a yearbook and she has like a little tabby and she shows you the football team picture. And there's like the three guys that are on her board. And like way in the back, off to the side, is a young Harry Renfield.
So you're onto something here. So the 22nd is the next one. If this is a pattern.
Exactly. And I tried to talk to Sheriff Durnsfell about it, but I don't know. He doesn't really listen to me. He was had like really loud metal music, yelling something about Twilight of the Thunder God. I don't know. Just he didn't listen to me. Nobody ever listens to me around here. Everybody's so oblivious to everything. It's annoying.
Well, I think that you've got a case here.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying. You know what? You're all right. You have a weird name though. You should change it.
Yeah, I talked to my parents again about that.
Again, like you've changed it before.
No. Uh, I don't know. I get confused.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
This is his Vintern's first time, like, seriously being undercover. He's in over his
Okay.
head.
Do you like
He's in
ask
over his
her
head as a
any
high
more
school
questions?
student that he used to be.
Yeah, not
Like,
long ago.
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this isn't a crazy thing.
So are there old newspapers from back then?
You know what? Like, it's kind of funny because all the stuff around those disappearances in 1979 is like stripped.
Hmm.
I have like the only article I have is like a recap that was written like at the end of it all, just with the disappearances and the names, with no other information because they weren't allowed to print a lot of stuff. And that I had to go through the newspaper editor's back journals to find that. That's where all the good stuff is. Like if you print anything controversial, you try to like sneak a copy of it into the back journal. And only the editors get to know where it is.
That's cool. What about those old computers? Would they have, or they are probably long after, eh?
1979, man. You said
I
you
get
were
Yeah.
this guy?
confused.
The files are in the computer.
Vinton's like, I gotta kill this girl. Like, it's the only way out of this scenario.
What about other Octobers? Because it's a pattern.
I mean, would Vinturn come to that conclusion on his own? But sure.
He's smart. No, okay, no.
Vinton
maybe
is
not.
very smart.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't give him credit for, is that he's actually incredibly smart.
He's very socially awkward. It impedes his wisdom.
I think Bert and Vinton are socially awkward on two different sides of the spectrum. You're like shy, socially awkward. He's like abrasive and paranoid, socially awkward.
I think if you spend a plot point, you could come to that conclusion.
Okay, I got plenty of plot points, so I will spend one.
Yeah. PPP. Plenty
No.
pop points.
No, we don't want to say that.
So she'll go, yeah, you know what? There is one article from October 18th, 1978 in the back, like in the back of the back of the back of the secret stuff. Let me find it. Hold on. Can you turn around? Because like you're not the editor, so you shouldn't know where this stuff is.
It's like just under a door, like a drawer.
Yeah, do you want me to just like leave and come back? Like
Yeah,
right
like
away?
45 seconds.
And Vinturn
So you
will-
leave. And then you come back.
Well, I'm gonna. Is it okay to
Come in.
now?
I got
Oh.
it. I got it.
Do we need to? I'm just gonna close the door and pull the blind. Like,
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so she hands you the article. The date is October 18th, 1978. Horrendous Herondale Hazing is the title. On the evening of October 17th, our very own Thomas Keene was allegedly stripped down to his underwear and strung up from a scarecrow post out in a field at Renfield Farm. This reporter has it on good authority that Keene has filed a police report with Sheriff Paul Wayne Sr. and will be pressing charges. Keene is currently residing in Herondale's medical center until further notice due to a severe asthma attack and possible pneumonia. He says both were brought on by the attack and being left out in the elements overnight. A handwritten note at the bottom of the page says, Dale, you absolutely cannot print an article about an active police investigation. Certainly not one involving Herondale students. Scrap it. Signed, Principal Donovan.
oh, so Dale's the old editor. Is he still around?
No. He's in Chicago, I think.
I definitely thought you were going to say Florida. 'Cause they all retired to Florida.
Okay, so not creepy ghost,
Yeah, still creepy ghost. Just
but not a spurned girl.
not a sperm.
A tortured youth.
So
But
Vinturn
he survived. What?
Or just a person. Like, Thomas Keene could just be a person who's now
Like a serial
killing.
killer.
Or
kinda
he's
thing?
like, maybe this is like those three people's like nephews or.
It's got to be.
People,
There's got to be a
man.
group from the original
There's gotta be
team, and these are descendants somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so he was.
Well, I'm thinking. So, my thought right away is, was there a hazing last year? So, Vintern's gonna ask, not Chloe, ask Riley. Was there something like this hazing last year?
No, I don't think so.
Like, no.
I mean, the football players aren't like super awesome people. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Any bad bullying though, or anything like? Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, honestly, I'd rather not talk about it, but Derek Paulcrest used to come around here all the time. and he'd bug me a bunch. But, at one point, he wouldn't leave the room. He just kept, asking me out, and I kept saying no because, he was a douche. So I'd have Max come down here and get him to leave. And I didn't really see him after that.
And that was not that long ago.
No. I feel like last week.
Hmm.
Maybe not even. A couple days ago.
I'm sure it's not connected. Anyways, yeah.
Wait,
Cool.
you think it's connected? Dude, come on. I'm the one doing the investigation.
I guess this is a school newspaper. We're not detectives, are we?
We're not investigators.
Anyways, this is crazy first day of school, but yeah, this is really cool, and I want to help out.
She's
Can you count me in?
you can see that she's thinking about something that has nothing to do with you.
Okay, I'll just sit back.
We'll have a good day.
Do you ask her what she's thinking about, or do you just leave?
Well, because Vintern's awkward, he's gonna sit there and just be like,
Okay.
should I head out, or do you need something else?
I mean, do whatever you want. And you see she's pulling open a filing cabinet and she's looking for something.
Then he's gonna lean forward and be like, wait, are you putting together more threads?
Well, I have seen that name before. Thomas Keene. And she pulls out a yearbook from 1978. I think you owe me a plot point for this, but that's okay.
Thomas Keene, most likely to murder
Yeah.
30 years down the line.
Okay, I'll spend a plot point.
So you see, oh thanks, you see a picture. So she opens to Thomas Keene's page. The small, lean young man with pale skin and thick black glasses. His hair appears dark in color, but considering it's a black and white photo, it's really hard to guess. He's wearing a long-sleeved baseball tee with dark sleeves, and beside his photo it reads, Thomas Keene, president of the Herondale High's D&D Club, 1978. And then underneath it says, gone, but never forgotten.
He did die?
So somewhere out there, Lucas is waiting to pounce on this.
We need to
I'm like,
reconnect.
how much does a rookie hunter know about, I'm guessing, spirits and such? Probably about as much as me.
So
Which
if you've
is
got this
infinite.
info, you could definitely go and look for your hall monitor teacher.
Well, how much of the lunch hour have I spent?
It's
I
half
mean,
day.
it's half day. But the lunch hour is the same length on half days. Did you know that?
Wait, first
Okay,
of
so we
all,
have lunch
it's a
hour
high
and half
it's a
day.
high school that gets half days.
Oh, sorry. I said it was short day. I didn't say it was
Yeah,
half.
they don't get friggin' half days. Are you kidding me? You just rip when you go to high school.
You probably have 10, 15 minutes left, and then there's one more block, and then the day's over.
Skip it. Go talk to your teacher.
You
Yeah.
don't go to school here. It doesn't matter.
Wait, what classes do I have in the afternoon?
No.
You have math.
Oh. Okay,
He's
I'm
in.
skipping.
And technically, Mr. Bueller was only hired for the one block, so you don't have another class today.
Okay.
I do love that he was hired to sub one class, and at lunch he just hangs around. Everyone's like, "Why is that guy still here?"
Because
I love helping.
the PE teacher would have done this, right?
Should we do the hallway supervision and then I'll reconvene after?
I don't think that me searching lockers in a couple hours is going to be relevant. I think it's better if you just find me and share info.
Is it Bueller? Bueller?
Yep. I will meet up with Vintern somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me what's going on?
I was gonna say,
In a
so,
closet. Hopefully
what
nobody
have
finds you.
Vintern's gonna be like,
Open the
I
door.
know something juicy, but I'm not.
What'd you
gonna
find
say
out,
it.
kid?
Oh, quite a bit, but whew. Yeah, I think I found the gold mine.
And
Well,
Very helpful. No information you've given.
no, he's gonna like let it on slowly because he wants to be like the important
Oh
hunter
no.
for a
He's
moment.
so used to not being the guy that helps that he's like, oh, I've gotten a taste of power, and I'm gonna wield.
He's the spook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although I have not finished book 3. So there is the school newspaper, of course, and their chief editor has already put together a lot of threads. And then I'll just give a whole summary, basically, of exactly what I was told. So pretty much Thomas Keane. I'll start with that in 1978 with the hazing, and then all the other things, and that the principal.
And I'll double
witness.
check. Okay, all right. So this Thomas Keane died?
Apparently, according
Easy.
to
Let's
Yeah,
look up
your
where
book.
he's buried. Salt and burn the bones. We're out of here by breakfast.
can't be that easy.
Hey, I mean, when it's a ghost, it's that easy. Let's find the remains.
We're only 30 minutes into the episode. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get it wrong.
Exactly,
And
right?
then have to get it right later.
That's all you do with ghosts, though? You just go to the grave.
Yeah, unless they're attached to some sort of object or sometimes a person, but really it's mostly the bones. So like let's okay, let's not leave together. That'd be weird.
Hey, as a substitute teacher, I'm taking this kid away from the school.
But what if my mom and dad didn't give me, like, to drop me off? I need a lift.
No. We're not doing that one. So
Look, I know you're an adult, and I'm still not okay with the scenario.
yeah, so let's meet up at let's just meet up at the graveyard and search around.
Well, where are those other two hooligans? Like, they
I don't know.
dropped me off at school, and I think they talked to the principal.
I mean, we could hit up the restaurant or the motel and see if we can find them real quick.
We should check. I bet you Bert's at the video store.
And I mean, we can go to the graveyard and look for a grave now. Maybe get some information from like their computers. Maybe they have it marked down. We can't dig up the grave until after dark, anyways. So,
Should we get some Sifto, anyways, just in case?
how about this? How about you go look for your parents, and I'll go look to see if I can find the grave, and then at dark we can go and find this place. And
All
deal
right.
with it.
And Lucas was never seen again.
I don't know.
How are we gonna find each other in this 2-street town?
Should we split up? I don't think we should split up.
All right, fine.
The two of them have each other. We'll stick together.
I'll leave the high school, drive a street over, meet me on this street, and then we'll go.
2nd Street.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Riley's following you and taking pictures of you getting into this substitute teacher's car.
Yeah.
Something's fishy. This
Oh, and
kid's
what
name is
day did
Vintern.
What day did the D&D club meet up again? Because I did not write down what day, but it was another day of the
Thursdays.
week. Thursdays, and it is
Short day, so probably
It's
Thursday.
short. Yeah. Well, actually, they have like they meet over lunch and a spare. So I
Right.
think short day's Wednesday.
Ah,
Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to mention that to Lucas and say, Thomas Keene, he's the head of the D&D club. I don't know if there's any kind of connection there, but if nothing comes out of today, I should probably go tomorrow.
I've never played. I've mostly done vampire LARPs.
LARPs. Like you
so
got teeth?
accurate. In a big fluffy collared shirt.
Yeah.
How far do you go with the biting?
I mean, there are some LARPs that are no touching. There are some
Is this
that are
part-
different.
Is this like to promote your shop with that new book that came out, that romance?
Oh, that's a
fantasy
really good marketing ploy. Yeah, we should do that. Not you and me. You can be invited. Anyways.
Okay.
Do we link the four of us up again?
Yeah, I'll say, see you teach good sex ed. Pound.
Thank you. Never say that to me again. And then I leave.
Lucas left character for a second. Thanks. Never say that to me again.
So there's like a commercial break, and then it's nighttime at the.
Standing around a grave. We all have flashlights.
I
Big
have
bag
my
of
cell
salt.
phone.
We've got salt, gasoline, matches, shovels.
I think Vintern's holding like shovel and a bunch of wood. Like,
Bunch of wood?
Yeah, what do you have
Wood?
wood for?
well, I didn't know what we'd need. You
Gas.
just said burn the body.
Salt and burn. Gasoline. We're gonna use their coffin as the wood.
Well, I paid like, I don't know, $30 for this firewood at the gas station.
You paid for wood in a forest town.
Well, it's not like I have an axe.
Young man, I have an axe in the back of my truck exclusively for the purpose of chopping down trees.
Bert keeps that real sharp.
It's right
Don't
beside
want it.
the monster killing axe.
I got a
Separate
selection.
axes.
Yeah, I only have this. I'm gonna pull out like the little, like tiny Leatherman that you probably got free at a conference.
At a hunter's conference.
It's got a little saw in it.
Nah.
You might need that.
So, Catie, are we smash cutting to Graveyard at Night?
Sure, let's go graveyard at night.
Cool.
Let's go to the graveyard.
Can we find Thomas Keene's grave?
Do we need to make some investigation roll?
I think you're gonna have to roll for this.
All right. I'd like to break into the records type area and see if I can find a computer or something. Well, I'm not great with a computer, but I'm great at breaking into places. Try and find some records.
I mean,
I
it's
have tech.
Herondale, so is there gonna be a computer?
Yeah.
There's going to be a file folder. It's one
Yeah.
page long.
But you can you can pick a lock.
All right. Agility lockpicking?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
I got a 9, which is over an average.
Not quite. Do you want to spend some plot points?
No,
Well-
I'm going to say
Next.
it isn't working, and I'll kick it.
There is a window.
I was definitely going to kick the door. Yeah, okay.
Kick the door down. Do it.
Window's probably easier. Does this look like a strong door? Is this like a new building, or is it like an old building?
It's an old building.
I kick the door.
Breaks his
Okay.
ankle.
I like
Yeah,
picturing you trying to get the door, and then you can't get it, and you go to kick the door, and you go, and you look at the window, and you go, nah.
Actually, you know what? We've got shovels. I'm going to take the shovel and just break the window.
And the window is conveniently located next to the door handle.
Somebody thought nobody would ever break in here.
Because why would you?
Yeah. All right. I'll go in. I'll take a quick look around to see if there's any sort of security system, assuming that there isn't, but I'll just check. Cool.
Not in Redville. Not at the cemetery.
Searching around.
You see an office. The door's unlocked. There's a wall of filing cabinets.
Ugh. Awesome.
There are dates on the filing cabinets.
Better. Yeah, so I'll look for the 70s and I'll try and find a reference to a burial for a Thomas Keene.
1978. Doo-doo-doo.
There are 3 drawers of 1978, and they are alphabetized by last name.
Oh,
A
fantastic.
lot of people died in this small town in 1978.
That's why it's a small town.
Do I find Thomas Keene?
You do!
Oh.
You pull it out. Thomas Keene. October? What date are we going with? Hold on. Where's my notes, guys?
We don't know.
He was
Would you like
in
to tell-
hospital on the 18th,
Yeah.
but we don't know
Something
when he
happened
died.
on the 17th. Something was filed on the 20th. It was redacted on the 23rd.
We only know the yearbook that he.
Ooh, he
passed
probably
away.
died on the 22nd.
probably died on the 22nd. And his
That
dad
was the date I was
sheriff
looking
and-
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his dad was the sheriff. Paul's dad redacted it
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
because
so
his son's a murderer.
he did die on October 22nd, 1978. Actually, his cause of death listed, which is kind of weird for a
For a
cemetery.
graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, this is the medical examiner's file.
This is very helpful.
because the mortician, the medical examiner, the same
It's
person
the
in this
same
town
person,
in
yeah.
1978. So he died from pneumonia and a severe asthmatic attack.
Okay. So they left him out
Checks.
all night. Yeah.
Yep, checks out.
And he was cremated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
He's haunting something.
Yeah, he's hunting something. All right. So
God
we
damn it, Catie.
definitely met up and we traded all the information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Victor's
Then
just gonna drop his shovel.
I'll come back
Oh,
out and
firewood.
say, "Bad news, everybody. No body. I guess we got to go to the farm and check out, see if that scarecrow's still around. We could go to the
oh.
hospital, see if they have any of his effects. But I mean, it keeps happening at the football bleachers. Yeah.
Vintern, you said possibly the day that Derek went missing, or around then, he had a run-in with Max. Max is the new D&D leader. It's got to be a haunted D&D book, right?
Like a cult.
Well, it's tomorrow, the D&D club, so I got an in, I guess, through Riley. So
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I mean, Riley thinks you're weird, but Naomi thinks you're okay.
okay, that works.
We think he's weird too.
But we could
Also,
also try
do
to
you-
find the scarecrow.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the name of the farm was?
Yeah. It was the Renfield farm.
It was the Red Farm.
I'm sorry I missed that.
That's okay.
Yeah. So that's the principal's farm. Harry Renfield.
He was probably fucking there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He was one of the.
They took him to his father's farm.
Yeah. So I think we gotta masks off. Get
I
the
just got
principal,
sweet ass goosebumps.
right?
Let's kill the principal
You
based
just
on nothing.
You just want to do that.
I just don't like him.
Is that why you have the axe?
Yeah. I got a people killing axe. That's just a regular axe. People go down pretty quick.
Or you're not like the Witcher, like 2 axes.
I got a monster axe too. It's bigger.
Also,
Okay.
just for the record, I want to say we know that the hazing happened on the 17th, and people are dying on the 17th. The death happened on the 22nd, and people are dying on the 22nd. We don't know what happened on the 27th yet.
It's true.
Maybe at D&D, find some more.
And we know that people are going missing. We don't know what has happened to them yet.
No, there's no sign of a struggle. So
There was a missing shoe.
Yeah, it definitely
and a gym bag left.
It still feels more like ghost than haunted scarecrow.
But if it was a ghost, would it abduct them from the location?
Maybe it's taking them to the farm and stringing them up.
They're in the scarecrow. We
go to the farm. There's a fuck ton of scarecrows. How did nobody notice? There's like 30 scarecrows.
Yeah. Hey, are there no dumb questions? Can you see ghosts?
Sometimes.
These are legitimate Tyler questions, though, about like the salting
Vintern's gonna
and
write
stuff.
down all this stuff for future hunts.
They're not Vintern questions. They're Tyler questions.
No, they're Vintern's and Tyler's questions. We're just playing myself.
Vintern, let's just be clear. At no point did any of us say there are not stupid questions.
Well, that's good because I got lots.
So it's 9:26. Catie, what's the plan?
I don't know, guys. How quickly can we do things, or do people need to sleep?
We need another game, I think.
I'm okay with another game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I thought we were planning that, Catie. No frets.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one thought this was 2 games.
We were also both up early in the middle of the night.
So do we think we want to do one on the 23rd, 2 days before Christmas? Or do we want to just find another date offline?
Probably find another date, I think.
Sounds good.
There's a
Family
thing
thing
going
on the
on,
23rd.
Okay. Well, then we will figure it out. And
Stay tuned.
the viewers just have to wait and find out.
Check our
What
socials.
happens
Investigate
next?
dates. October 17th, we'll have the next game.
Oh no.
So what is happening?
Yeah, guys, I don't have a character sheet.
Catie, thank you for the game.
Thank you, Catie.
Thanks for playing. I got really excited when you started to get the information.
It's
We're
the best
doing
feeling.
it.
It's the best feeling when your absolute stumble around players manage to finally understand the thing that you've been like, this here? Do you like this thing that I'm giving you? And they're like, wait a second, a thing.
An intern of all
Yeah.
people.
And then they go, you know what would be great? This completely different thing. And you're like, why?
Awesome. Well, we will keep an eye on socials. We will post on when the next game is going to be live, and
I only post directly on Truth Social, so check there.
gross.
Yeah, I would never do that. I don't use social anything.
I'm pretty much like, if people haven't figured out yet, I've moved completely over to Blue Sky. I'm not posting on Twitter like at all anymore. So if you want the most up-to-date stuff, it's TikTok or Blue Sky, all under Skyhammer Press. Quick things to run us out. Check out Techno Fantasy by Green Ronin, the latest release for Fantasy Age 2nd Edition. We are going to be live on Thursday, December 12th at 8 p.m. Mountain on Green Ronin's channels for a late edition of Thursday Age, talking about our upcoming game campaign, Starfall Detective Agency, which is kicking off January 6th, probably on Moonbeam. But, Catie, thank you so much for the game.
Thanks for playing.
Thank for Kane.
All the sandwich poking fun.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I don't know, Patrick, do you have a sign off?
We'll see you on the CW.
Ah.